What's your name? Michelle. Nice to meet you, Michelle. I'm Simon Jewel. Now, you know we out here teaching? Have you ever seen us on the corner anywhere past something?
I've seen y'all a couple times up here as I drove by.
Okay. But you never know what we was out here teaching. Now, I got a question for you. You go to church? You believe in the Bible?
I don't go to church.
Don't go to church, but you do believe in the Bible. Okay. Now, when you ever read it before? Now, when you read the Bible, it mentions a group of people called the children of Israel. Do you know who those people are today?
Are they black people?
They are black people. Yeah, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But the problem is, every time we go to church, they never identify who those people are. They don't even mention them. They teach a lot of sermons that make you feel good on the inside, but Christ is on his way back to judge the earth. So for those that are in the midst of sin, they're going to get destroyed. So the million-dollar question I have for you is, what is sin? What's sin? You know? I'm going to give it to you specifically. Because the pastor say sin is missing the mark and falling short of the glory. A bunch of words that don't mean nothing, right? Sleeping, if I have a girlfriend and I'm sleeping with her and get her pregnant and leave her and go get another girl, that's sin. Pastor not going to mention that because he want that 10% of that money, right? He ain't going to say nothing that's going to offend you and make you leave and get up out of there. He ain't going to do that. But watch this. This is what sin is.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committed sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
So sin is breaking God's laws. Have you ever heard that before? That God has laws?
Yeah, it's like 600 and some of them.
They say that, but it's really not. Nobody ever sat down and counted. That number comes from the book called the, not the Talmud, it's called the Kabbalah. That's a devil worshiping book that the Jewish people have. They got 613 in there. That's like a sacred number that they have, but that's not in the Bible. Some laws are repetitive, you know what I'm saying? So you can't even count that one as two as one, right? But here's the point, Deuteronomy 28. So my question to you is, what happened to us? How did we get on this side of the world from where we come from, you know?
No.
You know where we come from?
We come from Israel.
Come from Israel? Where you get that from? The average person don't know that. Where you get that from? So you know a little bit, huh?
Yeah, I know a little bit.
A little bit,
I know
okay.
a little bit.
All right, so Israel is upside down, but okay. Israel is, I need to come around, right here. How do we get from right here to way across right here? A lot of water in between. How do we get over here? I'm asking you.
I don't know.
You don't know? What do history tell us? What they say?
Slavery.
Slavery, right? Watch this, Deuteronomy 28, verse 68.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68.
What I'm about to read you right now is our history that's found in the Bible, and it also is slavery. But let me show you. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Remember, Moses led the children of Israel. He led the children of Israel out of Egypt, which is right here. And they left Egypt walking. They didn't need water. It's all land right here, right? You don't need to walk across land. So he said, I'm gonna send y'all back into Egypt, which is slavery, huh?
Again with ships.
With ships. Who history that is, big bro? Who went into slavery on ships? Black folks. That's it right here. These are cargo slave ships. They had us in there like sardines packed on top of each other. If your mom had a menstrual cycle, it rolled right down on you. If somebody had to do number 2, it rolled on you. You're getting seasick. I get seasick a lot. I'm gonna throw up. It's gonna throw up on you, right? This happened to us. This is our history. This did not happen to no Caucasian, right? So that means God's chosen people went into slavery on ships. Who does that make us? We God's chosen people. You doggone right. You do that already, bro? And we was talking people about it? Okay. So how does God feel about us? Being the chosen people, Deuteronomy 7:6. How you feel about us?
I think we should be straight there, right?
We should be straight. Are we straight though? When you look at our community with paper all over the ground, glass bottles, sometimes you see syringes, you know what I'm saying? Are we straight?
I'm gonna say recently we're getting better.
We getting better? You think so? Every time I turn the news on the street, boy, somebody getting shot. Another young black man look just like me getting killed. I don't think we're getting better, man. I think we're getting worse. What you say, sis? Are we getting better as a people?
We still in slavery.
Still in slavery. This lady is smart. You know more than what you told me. You doggone right we still in slavery.
I have to go to work now.
You gotta go to work. Hey, make sure you read the flyer though. We on YouTube, Instagram, social media, we on all that. So check us out, okay?
I will.
Good talking with you though, sis.
You too. Y'all enjoy your day.
All right, you too. Careful. Hey, why did it happen to us? Why did we go to slavery on ships?
Got sold into slavery, right?
We got sold into slavery, but why though? What we did, you know? I'm gonna show it to you. Deuteronomy 28:15. Watch this.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
But it say, if you don't listen and do all the commandments that I command you on this day, read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
It says I'm gonna put curses on all black people, all Hispanic people, all Native American people. Y'all gonna have curses on y'all. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing, right? Listen to the first curse. Watch this.
Cursed shall thy be in the city, and cursed shall thy be in the field.
So the first curse is we're gonna be cursed in the city. That's why you look around the hoods and in the ghettos, you can find black people there all the time. Blacks and Hispanics, we're always together. No matter where you look, in the bad parts of town, you're gonna find people that look like me and you and Hispanics, right? Because God put curses on us, right? But why did he do it again? Why? Because we did what?
We didn't uphold the commandments.
Because we didn't do the commandments, right? Verse 48, watch this.
Verse 48, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
So God put us over here so we can serve our enemies. We didn't want to serve him, so we got to serve them, right?
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness.
So clothing, food, and want of all things, right? We got to go to our enemies for those things. Because you think about a black-owned grocery store. They grow the crops and everything. Do you know one? 100% black-owned restaurant grocery store? All we got is car washes and barbershops. That's all we got. We ain't got nothing black-owned no more. The Arab that took all the tie shops. The Chinese man got seafood, not seafood too, but seafood and they got the little Asian food joints in our community. You found it? What? I'm gonna read this right here. Yeah, that's it. You want to read over there, right?
Yeah, show about Easter.
So we're gonna read something about Easter right quick. That's a pagan holiday that's about to come up, right? You heard of Easter before? You know what the origins of Easter is all about?
No, I don't celebrate holidays, so I don't know.
Good. All these man-made holidays are against us, but I'm gonna show you what Easter is. Read that.
Start right here. Read that one.
The two Babylons.
This is from the book of the two Babylons. The people of Japan make their sacred eggs to have been brazen.
So back in the day, even before the children of Israel, the people of Japan, they had an egg and they used to make it of brazen. It was made of brass, right? Read.
At this hour, dyed or painted eggs are used on sacred festivals.
They dyed eggs and painted them, right? What that sound like today? Easter. It sound like Easter, right? Fast forward, let's read another one. That was Japan. Let's see who else did it. Read that.
From Egypt, these sacred eggs can be distinctly traced to the banks of the Euphrates.
So, they was dying eggs in the land of Egypt, and it was traced all the way to the Euphrates River. Because it's a story. We're gonna read the story in a second, but they say a god, Ishtar, she was pregnant, and she fell from the sky and landed in the water, and somebody pulled the egg out of the water. It's all make-believe. But people are going to church on Sunday still worshiping those eggs, thinking that they're getting close to God or Christ, and it has nothing to do with Christ or God. But keep going.
The classic poets are full of the fables of the mystic eggs of the Babylonian.
Where did the egg come from?
The fable of the mystic egg of the Babylonian.
Remember, Babylon means land of confusion. So they were celebrating eggs during the time of the land of confusion. All right, read the next one right here.
And the egg.
What's up, sis? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. How you doing?
You good?
Yeah.
Hey, what we're going over right now is about Easter. You ever celebrated Easter?
Oh, yeah. I used to hide eggs around the house here.
To hide eggs. All right,
Yeah.
so listen to this. I want you to listen closely. Read that.
An egg of wondrous size is said to have fallen from heaven.
So this is where it all comes from. They say a big egg fell from heaven, right? Keep going.
Into the river Euphrates.
To the Euphrates River, right? You don't read the story nowhere in the Bible. It all comes from Babylon and Egypt, right? Pagan, read.
The fishes rode it to the bank.
fish rolled the egg to the bank. They didn't eat it or destroy it or nothing. They rolled it all the way to the bank, right, Reed?
Where the doves having settled upon it.
So a bunch of birds came and laid on the egg, right? Makes no sense, Reed.
And hatched it. Out came Venus.
So out came Venus, which is another god, which is a female, Reed.
Who afterwards were called the Syrian goddess.
So this goddess went back to the Syrians, right? Remember, Babylon is the land of confusion. Hey, you good, sis? Check out that flyer, all right? Don't celebrate no eggs either, all right? All right, good. All right, keep going.
That is Astarte.
So what is it called?
Astarte.
Astarte or Ishtar or Easter. It's the same god, right? The queen of heaven. Keep going.
Hence, the eggs became one of the symbols of Astarte of Easter.
So it's the same thing. So when we're celebrating these eggs, you put that down and get Colossians 3 and 8. Yes, when we're celebrating the decoration of an egg, it has nothing to do with Jesus Christ rising up on the third day. It has nothing to do with him. Christ wasn't around during the time of the Babylonians, the time of the Assyrians, the time of Egypt. Christ came way after that. Keep going, read that.
The book of Colossians, chapter 2, verse 8. Beware, lest any man spoil you.
So this is a warning from God through Paul. He said, beware, lest any man come and spoil you or trick you.
Through philosophy and vain deceit.
Through lies that they came up with on their own. Or traditions, read.
After the tradition of men.
Easter is a tradition of man. It is not of God, read.
After the rudiment of the world and not after Christ.
It's the year 2024. We can Google anything. They got AI now. AI will tell you anything you want to know. Ask AI or ask Google where are the origins of Egypt, and it won't say anything about Jesus Christ. So you get that, sis? That Easter ain't got nothing to do with us. You understand that? Good.
Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gathered wood, and the fathers kindled the fire.
So this is what they were doing in Babylon. They were gathering wood and making fire, read.
And the fathers kindled the fire, and the women knead their dough.
So the women were making cakes and different things, right, to give to the god. Here you go.
To make cakes to the queen of heaven.
For who?
To the queen of heaven.
That's Diana, that's Ishtar, that's Ashtaroth. All of them go back to the same god, a queen of heaven. They're supposed to fail to the Euphrates River, right? And we think about Christmas time. What do they give Santa Claus? What do they leave out on the table for Santa Claus?
Presents?
Not presents. He leave you presents, but what do y'all leave him? Huh? She said cookies? Milk and cookies, right? Read that again. I want you to listen closely, mama.
The women knead their dough to make cakes.
So make cakes or cookies.
To the queen of heaven and to pour out drinks.
Drink, right? Liquid, drink offering. So they got cakes and they got drink, right? We leave Santa Claus milk and cookies, read.
Drink offerings unto their God, other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
God says it provokes him to anger. Every time we leave the milk and cookies out and put a tree in the middle of our house.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation